Evan Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Taking a look at Orlando. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level.
Nice finish.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Tillman. Outside Levine. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan against Smith. DeRozan's shot is off. Jones looking for an opening. Great D that time from Vucevic.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Brown. There's the 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Bulls off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Here's DeRozan. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
It's amazing. He is one of the best I've ever seen at drawing contact and getting to the line. DeRozan just creates tons of and-ones.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Vucevic finds Levine. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Here's B. Kick out to Brown. Outside, Jones. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Passes it to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Tillman passes to Williams. Smith against DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Fades back, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And Vuce is an effective shooter, especially from that mid-range area.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The Magic shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first one falls.
The line for Orlando.
Good on both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Tillman. The pass to Williams. Outside DeRozan. Now the feed to Vucevic. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Jones. Orlando leading by 4. Kicks to Brown. Driving inside. Williams with the defensive effort. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. DeRozan with it. Now Smith defending. Some solid defense from Brown.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And finished off by Brown.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Bean passes to Vucevic. And he makes that one. Vucevic has got 6.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with Levine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
Here's B. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jones with the stuff.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Bulls trail by 6. Tillman passes to Williams. Now here's Levine. And the 3 off target. Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Magic making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. White's checked in. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls. Pass to DeRozan. White looking around. LaVine against Johnson. White wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range. Magic leading by 8. Johnson with the bounce pass. Over in the corner, Brown. Kicks it out to Johnson. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Bulls trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's in there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Jones. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Tillman. Bean pulls it in. The Magic have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. On the basket by Jones.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 11. Outside DeRozan. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. And Jones pulls it down. The Magic have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Bucket is good. 7 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside DeRozan. DeRozan a screen on Brown. For 3, LaVine. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about the confidence that LaVine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Johnson's got 6 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. There's LaVine. Buries it down low.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Passes it to LaVine. Here's Tillman. Back to LaVine. Nifty move. And the jam by LaVine.
Hope you got some popcorn. When LaVine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Here's Brown. Takes it inside. LaVine with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
a free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Magic lead by 8. 2K Sports. Back in a moment from the Amway Center. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Anderson is out there with Sanders. And it's Smith. Then it's Johnson. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And both free throws good for White. Magic leading by 6. Here's Smith. Takes it off the glass. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
Pass to White. Drummond with a screen on Sanders to the middle. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by White.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
Now Anderson. Loud up there for Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Bulls trail by 8. Drummond with a screen on Anderson. Here's Tillman. Defended by Anderson. And good that time. Drummond's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And how about the big fella on that one? Hard to contain Drummond when he goes that strong on the inside.
Sanders' shot is off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 7-point differential.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Jones checked in for Johnson. Williams, he's checked in for Chicago.
Substitution on the court.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Drummond with a screen on Sanders. White bounce pass. It's stolen by Jones. And they're pushing it up. Here's Sanders. And Sanders throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
The kick out to Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Smith. Fires the 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the basket by Jones.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's White. To the right side. Back to Drummond. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Drummond's got 8.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Jones sets the pick for Thompson. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 5. Here's White. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Sanders with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. And the basket by Jones.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. For the Magic, Brown is checked in for Thompson. Johnson comes in for Smith. And B subbed in for Anderson. Chicago also making some changes. DeRozan comes in for Drummond. And Levine subbed in for Alex Caruso. And White kicks to Williams. And it's blocked. Johnson inside. Guarded by Levine. Johnson's shot is off. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Tillman. A wide open look here for DeRozan. And the Bulls with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The 10-footer. And Sanders gets it to go on the assist by Jones. Sanders has got 4 points now in the quarter. Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Outside Williams. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Bean passes to Tillman. Lets it go from 11. Sanders with the ball. Throws it up high. Williams with the steal. DeRozan with it. Jones covering. Pass to White. Outside, Levine launches it. Orlando grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Screened by Jones. Here's B. Oh my goodness, what a pull! And he hammers in the reverse slam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the shot goes in. White's got 13.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Sanders. A three-pointer, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 6. The quick look, no good that time. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Sanders' shot is off. Chicago's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Williams gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown inside, working on Williams. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Passes to Tillman. Johnson against Levine. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Levine for 3, drops in the tray. 10 points for him.
We've seen the evolution of Levine as a three-point shooter. He's gained the confidence behind the arc, and he makes an impact there consistently.
And they pick up 2.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Feeds it to White. And White with the stuff.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Jones against Williams. Jones, no luck. Outside, White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
I don't even think he had 1 free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
The Bulls making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's B. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. B's got 6. Chicago has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Picked by Vucevic. Tillman passes to Vucevic. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
Here's B. Here's the lob to the hoop. And he jams it with authority.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic out in front, up 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Dave. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Orlando Magic.
At the offensive end, they were playing it smart, running through the offense, then finding the open shot, and then they were hitting guys to get their open shots. It was very impressive, Ernie.
Yeah, kudos to them creating high percentage looks. Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. The lead in this series is up for grabs. How important is it to start off with a win?
To me, it's crucial because it sets the tone, Ernie, Kenny. You always want to be a step ahead, like I'm a step ahead of you guys.
I agree with Shaq, but the playoffs are about adjustments. If you lose, hopefully you learn, and then you bounce back.
Good points. I don't get to say that very often. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's up.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Bulls trail by 3. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. You'll see DeRozan and Williams playing it forward. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Vucevic, and it's Tillman in at the point guard position. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Here's B, guarded by LaVine. Can't connect from long distance. Now Chicago has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Vucevic the pass to Tillman. And here's DeRozan. Vucevic down low. He's covered by Brown. Counted, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Vucevic. Vucevic has gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
There's LaVine, and it's Orlando with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Screen by Jones. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to B. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw good from Brown. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's DeRozan. Williams sets a screen for DeRozan. And it's been a tough game for him offensively.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Out left to the wing. Vucevic to the pass to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
Orlando leading. And it's Smith penetrating. And Smith slams it home.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Outside DeRozan. He feeds it to Vucevic. Over Jones. And it's Vucevic missing. Orlando leading by 4. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's B. Here's the 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. That's 10 points for B.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
The pass to Levine. Here's Tillman. From 13. No good on that one. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Picked him clean. And here we go. Levine heading to the... Oh, look out! Look out!
Now that's how you finish. Ooh-wee. Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's DeRozan. And that one, good. DeRozan's got 5.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
Pass to Brown. Here's B. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Levine is screen on Jones. Williams looking over the floor. DeRozan in the corner. Again, Chicago. Here's B. He's got 12. Driving in, and he gets it to go. He's got 11.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Pass to Williams. Here's Tillman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Tillman's got his second bucket of the night.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jones with the screen on DeRozan. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Jones slams it home.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Tillman. Pass to Levine for the 3. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
Look, Levine could always score, but it's clear to see that his shooting touch has increased every year he's been in the league.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Alex Caruso comes in for Williams. And it's White in for Zach LaVine. DeRozan against Johnson. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from DeRozan. Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. It's good. He's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
White setting the pick for DeRozan. Shoots from 14. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half. Getting away from the three-point shot.
The pass to B. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. They set the screen. Here's Caruso. Off the left rim and out. Magic leading by 6. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Smith. Orlando moving the ball around. There's the drive. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Tillman. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. No good, shot missing. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. Be out there with Sanders. Then it's Johnson, and it's Smith, and it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. They get it back, out to Smith. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Smith's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Magic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Ball from long range. It's hauled in by the Magic. He's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Takes the 13-footer. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Jones against White. Johnson inside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And the Bulls with another miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Smith. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 16. In the corner, it's LaVine. Here's Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
Here's B. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Pass to Drummond. White up top. Goes back up. Rebound by the Magic. He's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. In the corner, Smith with it. Offline with his three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Back to Jones. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And the Bulls making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Levine looking around. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Orlando now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. B gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ball. And again, Chicago. No good. Magic leading by 21. Passes it to Sanders. Lets it go from deep. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Levine against Jones. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Bulls making a switch here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bulls moving the ball around. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Sanders dishes to Jones. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
DeRozan on the wing. The 15-footer, good.
This is where DeRozan makes his living. Such an excellent mid-range shooter.
Here is Sanders. Here's B. Oh, wow!
He's powerful.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Another miss by DeRozan. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 19-6 run. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And he knocks down the first one.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Smith checked in for Orlando. Chicago also making some changes. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Kobe White. Outside Williams. Pass to Tillman. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 9. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the lane, and that one is stuffed right through.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Vucevic is screen on Smith. Here's DeRozan, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a ferocious drive by DeRozan. Even when the defense is closing in, he just keeps pushing and gets fouled.
And the first one at the line is good, so a new group on the floor for Orlando. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Known as a mid-range master with incredible footwork, DeRozan in his game just continued to age like fine wine.
Jay and Orlando again with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
2 points. That one goes.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
Jay misses. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Come get it.
Here's Tillman. He's covered by Anderson. Here's DeRozan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Beating good defense, DeRozan scores even when it's not easy.
DeMar DeRozan.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Orlando leading by 21. With the drive. And the basket by Jay. Jay's got 4 this quarter.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
DeRozan, a good look. Another one falls for Chicago.
I love that about DeMar DeRozan. He is so decisive. He's an assertive player. He is excellent at pulling up and burying these shots.
Bulls trail by 21. Outside, LaVine. No good with the triple. Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Orlando.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for B.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. 44 seconds left in the 4th. There's the pass to B. Smith dishes to Jones. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
19 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. You can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching as New Balance presents our player of the game, B.